Hola, incredible greetings. All right, so I did 365 Creative Academy, so I now have to go on here and do things a little bit different. So I didn't do Shaquille Lavelle because I just did a live video from there and I wanted to see how this would differ. So we're going to edit post. Okay. This is what I want to do. All right. Let's do this. Okay, it's supposed to send me some sort of notification. So let's do this. It's going to be some sort of collaborator type deal. Okay, I don't know how this is supposed to go because it said it was going to send some sort of a notification for me to accept. I don't know how that works, but yeah, we're going to share this out. So give me a moment. Actually, I've never done the whole collaborative thing on here, so I don't know how that works, but it's okay. We're going to find this video and share it out because we're going to talk about our Creative Business Accelerator program tonight. So we're going to go share group, and share group. How are you guys doing tonight? Hello, hello, incredible greetings. Welcome, welcome. You are a part of the program, so if you would like to kind of drop a little blurb on your experience in the program, that would be amazing. And thank you for joining us this evening. I can't find this. It said it's supposed to send a notification, but I don't see it. I don't see it at all. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Ooh, I have 20,000 followers. I didn't realize that on that page. I'm trying to find this, y'all. I'm so sorry. I have to be my own producer for this. And I don't know, my phone is just showing blank, like it's not showing me anything. And that's the part that I was like trying to figure out because, like, see, on my phone, it's not showing me anything on my feed. So, yeah, I don't know why. Okay, but hey, just saying thank you for watching. Hello, Sandra. Hello, how art thou? Hi again. You say I got a notification. So yeah, you're on Facebook from 365 Creative Academy, and that's what I'm kind of testing out because I actually probably I need to go live more from 365 Creative Academy and kind of stop going live from Shakia Lavelle. I think that's a part of the issue too with certain things, and I think I want to kind of shake that up. So I'm gonna start to try probably go live. So make sure y'all follow me over here. I'm gonna do my best to like post more content directly on 365 Creative Academy because that is like the official like business page one. So yeah, that's something that I probably need to do. This is my birthday month, so we're gonna try and do that. 1 second, please. Yeah, I had to answer. I've learned with a lot of health scares, there are certain people where I just try not to like ignore their calls because I don't know like what's happening. That's one thing that I am definitely working on is not ignoring certain calls. So I had to kind of answer that one to let them know like everything's cool, make sure they were cool, so we can kind of get into this. All right. So kind of gave it time for people to kind of jump on, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. So if you don't know who I am, let me reintroduce myself. My name is Ho H to the is okay. No, so I am Shakia Lavelle, also known as Shakia the Professor. Got that name because, or that title, because of the amount of like different areas that I teach in. It's um, so many different areas that I help creatives and crafters and aspiring entrepreneurs and business owners and things of that nature. Everything from designing from a beginner, intermediate to kind of like pro level, to business with like startup and kind of just getting your feet wet, and it's more of a side hustle and you're looking to figure out a way to monetize what it is that you do in a more streamlined, like some people just kind of starting out and just figuring out and like what all does it take to be somewhat successful and have a profitable side hustle. Sorry about that. Somebody's ready for bed. To make it a profitable side hustle, or if you want to truly scale it and make it a sustainable business. Now, for that business side, you really have to change your mindset. What you do as like just kind of starting off, and you're getting these machines and printers and getting a heat press and shirts and things like that, and just kind of doing it, make a little mad money, a little pocket change. Going to a sustainable business where you want this to be your bread and butter, you have to change your mindset. You cannot operate like a crafter. You have to make some really tough business decisions. And sometimes it is hard. So having a support system is what we're going to kind of talk about with what Creative Business Accelerator Program is, and just kind of the different things that you will learn within this program that's not often talked about because most people think it's just the front facing stuff like making designs for shirts or for tumblers or for fans and things of that nature. So we're going to talk about like a little bit about like the actual like business side of things and how our Creative Business Accelerator program can help you with that. So my goal is to keep this really, really short, and I am challenging myself to get this done in like 25 minutes, like once I kind of start really want to keep this like really, really short and compact for you guys. But I'm teaching like the business side, the marketing, design. I am the go-to for all things silhouette. I have 7 Cameo machines. For me, I use them a lot for print and cutting like cardstock and vinyl and like adhesive vinyl, HTV, things of that nature, making stickers with them, different templates to be able to put on top of foam board and cut them out. That's how I can't even grab it, like, but that's how I created that box back there, like that tower. So I've just done a lot of different things over the years because I've been at this for 26 years and like starting with like graphic designing in Photoshop. So teaching Photoshop, teaching memorials, it's just so many different things that people have come to me to, and I've, proven to be a wealth of information and knowledge. Henceforth, Shakia the Professor. It was also during that time where coach had a really negative connotation, and I wanted to separate myself from that culture of coaches because it was like a lot of people felt like coaches were like frauds, like everybody was just using that term to like just kind of position themselves as a subject matter expert. And I didn't feel like I was doing mentorship, so I didn't like the term mentor. So I use a lot of times like just business strategist, consultant, and then professor kind of like wrapped all it up because I'm all about the teaching. So that is just kind of who I am. We have a really, I guess you would say, we have a lot of business ventures. I am a serial entrepreneur. And so we have a lot of different business. So I have worked and still work within the custom side of it. Grad season is really where I ramp up. I love making like different fans. I have templates that I created in Silhouette Studio that you can get in our template vault. It's made a lot of people, a lot like other creatives, a lot of money. Don't have to do like a whole lot of with it. Like I like streamlined stuff, and it has made people a lot of money. A lot of people have said like the templates they've gotten from me is the ones that people love the most. So right now it's like grad season, so I still do some custom items. I just did, which most of you guys have you've never seen me do a 3D cake topper before. I'm like, dang, I've never really showed one of those before because I don't show because they normally have characters on them. But everything from like, the 3D cake toppers. I just did a shirt with like print and cut with Jet Pro 3G. I still love a good Jet Pro 3G shirt. So I teach like all of these different things, and I'm still doing the custom side. So then there is like the teaching side within paid classes. There's the teaching side and kind of being just a influencer and like a YouTuber for tutorials and things of that nature. Then we have Zip Learning, my online academy. And then we have HS8 Designs where I did like my Black Pledge. Now that's the one I'm kind of slipping on my pimping when it comes to that one and just really not putting forth the effort, which I know I really, really need to. One of these days, I'm going to find extra time. I'm going to figure out a way to AI some extra time and some extra hours in the day so that I can dedicate some time to HS8 Designs and the Blueprint and the Black Pledge. But we gotta figure that out, or I'm gonna have to figure out how to clone myself with all this AI stuff. Okay. But that's just kind of like, just who I am and like why I'm able to be an authority in teaching about business, because I'm a serial entrepreneur. I've seen it all. I am the type of person where I've gone into corporate spaces and like these bigger corporations and just kind of really being able to absorb things so that it can help me even in my startup and be able to help others. Like I look at everything through a business lens, and I'm always looking for ways to just kind of take what the big guns do and then just kind of like breaking it down, and how can the smaller guy, who's starting out, how can we implement those things in business to be able to, scale and get to that level, and just introducing, especially crafters and creatives, to some of these concepts and things that they just kind of don't know about. So that's what we're going to talk about today, our Creative Business Accelerator program. The link is in the description of this video. If you're interested, I'm going to let you know it is monthly. Like some people will go and you are taught to do these webinars and give all of this information and value. And that's supposed to make people stay on. And then you're supposed to hit them at the end with the pitch. And hey, I can teach you more for the low cost of. I've always been one that goes against the grain. I don't follow rules. That's always got me in trouble as a kid. And I know, and this is probably going to backfire because I'm probably going to lose half of the people here because this is about promoting something that is paid. Now, there is value in it. And I'd rather you think about the value of it and what the cost of it is. So I'm going to let you know the cost on the front end. Most people wait towards the end. We know when you go into these webinars, it's for something. People aren't just kind of giving that information. It's for some sort of, like they say, pitch or offer at the end. I'm going to lead with it. Okay. I'm going to be able to give you some information and things like that. But if you're wanting more, know that the Creative Business Accelerator program is $93.65 per month. We have, on average, that will be 2, 4, 6 sessions per month. Because certain weeks we have 2 sessions and then an accountability, that kind of like check-in, so that I don't overwhelm you. And it's a ongoing type program. So you can kind of pace yourself with it. So it's $93.65 if you're going to do it monthly. We also have options for you can do like quarterly and do it for like 3 months, and then there's like an annual one. You missed the window for lifetime access, so now it is just annually. So you can do monthly, 3 months, or annually. If you're going to use buy now, pay later, and just do it. So you can also do it month to month. So you can try it out for 1 month and you get to watch all of the playbacks and everything else that we've done. Join the live Zooms. We have a live Zoom on Thursday at 7 p.m. So you can try it out for a month, and you can even do that on buy now, pay later if you want to do it month to month. Now you do pay a little bit more for that one. But you take that month and they will break it up into like 4 payments for you if you just want to try it for 1 month. Or like I said, you have all these other options, but it is our Creative Business Accelerator program. And now I'm going to give you a little bit of information about what that program is. Okay. So we have someone who is a part of the program, and let's kind of just go over what she has said. This program has been excellent, guiding us from what we consider strong business practices to even better, more effective strategies for enhancing our business. This program has significantly advanced our business practice, providing valuable insights and strategies for enhanced performance and growth. We learn from each other and have a blast doing it. So, all right. So I told y'all those numbers going to drop. I knew it. It's okay though, but I'd rather leave with it. I know like they are going to, when it comes to like what people say about webinars and how you should do this, no, you did that wrong. You got to lead with value and then hit them. And my whole thing is why? We know that there is going to be a pitch at the end, but I always give value. So it's like, do you want to stick around to hear the value in it? All right. And how this can help you. And it's going to be money. So sometimes people go through this and you're listening to it and it's like, oh my God, this sounds amazing. How much is it? And it could be outside of your budget, but at least stick around because you may want to figure out how can you at least do it for a month. We've had people that came in for just a month, and all of the information that they're getting and the strategies that they're getting, they literally are able to make money to pay for that. So they're not even thinking about that. It's not like they're trying to figure out how to now pay for it. The strategies make it to where they have the money to pay for this program every single month. Okay. So what is the Creative Business Accelerator program? We started off with this intensive week. And the intensive, it literally, let me tell you how intense it was. It sent me to the hospital. Okay. The first week, we got through like the first 3 days and it was a lot. Right. And I felt like it was kind of a little bit like overwhelming, and God kind of was like, okay, I'm sensing that they're a little bit overwhelmed. I know you're excited about this. And he's like, he stopped me in my tracks and like, girl, calm down. I ended up literally in the hospital like the first week. Like that's just how intense it was, but it's something that was needed. And, they were like, this is something that I've never seen it presented this way before. We started off with mindset. And most people think of mindset, and for them, it's like people's like, you got to change your mindset. You got to know your worth, and you can't worry about what people say. I mean, for some crafters, like they definitely have to adjust to that mindset. They have to change their way of thinking. But my approach to mindset and my framework, my 365 framework is so different than anything you have ever like seen before, because it's very unique in the things that I like now force you to think about. It's like, man, I never really thought about this. We also go over the mindset of customers. Yes, we are creatives. We want to share our gifts with the world, and we all feel like, what did she say? Keep in mind, I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my ish, right? So as creatives and crafters, we get really sensitive about our stuff. Like we're putting all this work into it. It's handmade. To us, it's the greatest thing in the world. But that means nothing if customers don't find value in it. For me, in this part of my business, this is a major part. Me teaching is a really big part. I can be great at this, but if I'm not, making the things and I want to teach, I can be the greatest teacher with all the strategies in the world. I am the person that can listen to you where you are, and I will give you strategies that are catered to you, not just this follow my blueprint. My blueprint comes with 26 years of like trial and error and things like that. And I've compiled it in different ways. And the world is different from when I first started this, however many years ago. Like there's so many different things now. So I can't necessarily give you my blueprint that I've been building on for almost 3 decades. I can still take that information and knowledge, process, and be able to help you. So without customers and understanding the mindset of customers, it doesn't, you won't be successful, because you have to understand what moves the needle, like what makes them actually go ahead, pull out some money, pull out a card, enter the number, swipe it, or whatever, for whatever it is they want to buy. Where are you fitting into that? So we went over like the mindset of customers. That first about business structure, you're going to hear a lot of people kind of throw getting the LLCs and things like that. I introduced to them like the benefits of even electing to be taxed as an S Corp and going over things like that. How to protect yourself. Most people don't think about insurance. And they do think about business insurance. They think that it's like protecting everything. So we went over the difference between liability insurance and the property. So having your machines insured, if something was to happen, that's your bread and butter, and these go down, then what? So there's a difference in having your equipment and things like that protected. So for us, we sell Summation ink and paper. We have to have our paper insured, because I live in Florida. We have hurricanes. Anything can happen. That paper ends up messing up. It's not just a matter of like replacing that. Like if I have to go out and buy more now, it's even more like, it'll be even more to get this paper imported over here. When we got like one shipment, like at one point, one of our shipments literally cost us $14,000. So you have to be able to protect yourself and understand that part. I know everyone isn't at that level where they're getting like crates and skids of products coming in, but we have to be able to protect that, not just to replace it, but like if we have to, like, because then, if it's messed up, we're now not just losing the cost of or like the value of that paper, but even getting it shipped here. So we go over things like that and just protecting yourself and like with liability. And just even kind of just protecting yourself personally. We go over things like taxes and understanding the deductions that you can make and how you can maximize on that. We went over that, and like literally all this is like in the first week of this program, which the playbacks are there. You're able to go back and watch all of this. Going over marketing and branding and the importance of it and being consistent and what that truly means to market your business, to brand your business. It's so much more than a logo. It is just your brand messaging. That's something that we are going to work on in like the next coming weeks. What is your brand message? What is your brand voice? If it's like for us, I'm all about branding. Once we kind of establish this whole 365, yes, it is about the temperature for our paper, but we just embody that in our business, our prices, even on my custom side, everything has 365 in it or 563, like to give us more versatility, or the number 30, like we have those middle grounds. So because our product and our signature product is 365, 30 seconds, even in our pricing, you're going to see prices that are like 30.65, 23.65, 13.65, 25.63, 35.63, 56.30, things like that. Like, we eat, sleep, and breathe this brand. I find myself in every day, like just regular conversations. I greet people, incredible greetings, incredible morning, incredible evening. So just kind of having those taglines and things of that nature is what makes, like, that's what branding is, when it's like little things. Somebody hears the word ink, or like, it's somebody told me, there was like, somebody said something like incredible, and it's like, to them it almost like seems like somebody else is saying it wrong, because they're saying, something is incredible, and it's like they want to correct it to like, no, it's incredible. And it's like no, that's just like a me thing. But that's just what branding is, and just putting that in the forefront. It's more than just your colors, your logo. You can have just a plain old name and still have really strong branding. The way your prices are, who your audience is. When you understand your brand, you will understand like the type of audience you're going to like attract, and be able to attract the right type of audience. We're going over all of that. That leads like your brand, and being really, really sure on like your brand affects how you price. And knowing who you're marketing to, who is your brand made for. So we're going over all of these different things to help you be better in your business. We go over just different ways to market, going over things like shipping and how to properly weigh, and giving you tips and strategies for that. I was actually quite shocked. I have not gone into a post office to ship a package out. I don't know how many years, because back in the day, PayPal had their own shipping. It was like you would go to paypal.com/ship now, and you would be able to buy labels straight through your PayPal account, be able to print that out, slap it on your package. Back then, I didn't have a thermal printer. I would just print them either on adhesive, like sticker, like label sheets, or just print them on regular paper. I use pigment ink, so it's not going to like smear or anything like that. And I would just kind of either put tape, or I would use clear 651 and put that over the printed paper. So I'm like, I've been doing that for years, even through PayPal's ship now, right? So I haven't been to a post office, and it was like interesting for me, because I didn't realize there were so many people that are in business and they're going to the post office. They're going and waiting in the line. Like, that time is money. And I've had someone like, oh my God, like this changed it for me. Like, I don't have to like sit and wait like in lines like this. That takes up time. Like, you're able to print your labels, and if that line is long, drop that thing on the table and you're leaving out while that line is long. That was something that somebody told me was like really very valuable for them, because that just cut down a lot of time. And I see it in groups where people are saying that shipping, like, how can I reduce shipping? Oh my God, I went to go ship this and it was so much. I went to the post office so much. One, I don't understand why you guys are not figuring out shipping, but well, actually I do know, because they didn't know about these different like options. Even if you wanted to go to the post office, there is a way for you to go to United States Postal Service, and there is a pricing calculator and a shipping a shipping calculator, where as long as you know the zip code and you know the weights, you're able to put that in, and it's going to give you an estimate on how much this is going to cost to be able to ship it. And you will be able to give that to your customers as they're placing the order. Like, if you don't have a website, I took for granted that little bit of not say little bit, but like that information, because I've been doing this for so long. But I am now finding that that's actually the information that our students in this program are finding most valuable. We just went over like things like descriptions and what to put in them. That was the last session that we had, kind of did the intro for it. And Thursday, we're going to really dive into like descriptions, going over pricing. I helped them set up, if they don't have a website, going over strategies on how you can present as a professional business, having systems in place, having like onboarding, and just having a sequence of how things go we're starting to use like showing them how to use like AI, things like ChatGPT to formulate these things and how to create a database so that you are putting some sort of automation. Like it's kind of like semi-automation where you have these templates for messages and emails, DMs, things of that nature, where you can kind of copy and paste and plug in what you need, and then how to utilize social media to be almost like your selling platform until you get a website. These are all the things that we're going over. And you get to kind of like vent and be around people who are going to understand and not see it as like you complaining, and they understand where you're coming from when you need to scream about a crazy encounter with the customer or like customer service and things of that nature. Just changing your mindset. Like one of the things that we've had to have a couple come to Jesus moments on is just about pricing and comparing themselves to people who are in their area. And, you know, that has helped because so many of our students have like, I've changed my prices and I present this person with my new price and boom, they paid it. No questions asked. Now, some people are still kind of struggling with it. I'm not going to lie. Like they have to kind of just keep doing it. But there's a great number of students who are like, look, I went in, I changed the price. I heard what you said and boom, they still booked with me where they were fearful that people were not going to accept their new prices because yesterday's price ain't today's price. Okay. But these are just all the things that you're getting in this program and getting the help and support when you're fearful about it and just learning different systems that you did not know about, learning how to use Canva for marketing and branding. Content and putting content about your business is a really big thing. And people just think like content means visual, like the visuals, like videos. And it's like overwhelming. Oh my God, I can't create this video. I forgot to record this. But there's so many other ways to make content. And we're going over that in this program. You're getting all of this, like 6 sessions that helps, like, especially if you're active and you're speaking up, it's catered to your business. And you can pull what you need for your business, whatever stage you are at. Everybody is like, there are people at like different stages between beginner and intermediate. No one's like kind of like in that, like I kind of got it like all together, which we'll have another one for that when people are ready to move into that. But just kind of going from that beginning stage and scaling to that profitable side hustle and just kind of a sustainable business and setting yourself up. We've gone through policies and procedures and like shipping stuff. And we have someone that's going to share with us. It's like, look, something just happened and I now have to change my policies. That's things that I love because just because it hasn't happened to you, when others are sharing about this, it helps you. Like you can keep that in the back of your mind. And okay, even though I haven't experienced this, let me go ahead and put this in mind in case somebody ever think to try me. That's what I love about like when people are speaking up about their experiences. But these are all of the things that you get. Like this is just a small portion of the things that you will get in this Creative Business Accelerator program. If you're really looking to scale, all of the people who signed up, if they did not already have a Shopify, I'm a Shopify partner. So I basically hooked them up. We haven't quite gotten into like breaking down the Shopify part yet, but we're going to do that actually this month. And it's not that they have to set it up, but just so that they are aware of what it's like to like set up a website, they're able to have access to it for free through being in this program. They get to see the full workings of like Shopify. And if they decide to go ahead and set up a Shopify site, like for their e-commerce site, everything is going to be set up for them. And they did not have to pay as they're like setting up. If it takes them a year from now to go ahead and do that, then hey, that's what they will end up doing. So, but they'll have that and they can literally have everything set up. Like that was a perk of being in this program, was being able to have access to Shopify and just really learn it without having to pay for it. So that's just some of the things within our Creative Business program. Like I said, it is $93.65 per month. You can join at any time, stop at any time. The link for it is in the description of the video, or you can choose to do it for a year. Lifetime access has passed. Like we ran that for like pretty much before we started, for people coming in, and then like the first month, so it was almost 2 months we ran it to where you could sign up and have lifetime access to the program. Now it's year to year. But if you guys have any questions for me, if you want to know about specific things, whether or not you will learn it within this program to help you make that decision a lot easier for you to go ahead and commit to yourself, go ahead. The floor is open. I'll answer a few questions about the program. And if I don't see any questions posted in like the next 2 or 3 minutes, it shouldn't take that long to type it out. We'll go ahead and wrap this up, and I will see you guys tomorrow to talk about creative business again. So any questions for me about the creative business program? I know a lot of guys feel like, okay, I'm successful. I can do this on my own. But when you have guidance and it's those little things that you're not thinking about that really, really pushes the needle of your business, just like especially that email portion of it. I gave them some game on some systems that they can use to streamline their process. We're going through using the Google Suite. Most people did not realize how powerful Google Suite is. It was like Google Workspace, what it's called now. Everything from the forms, the sheets, the calendar, and the task to keep you on task, being able to use that and have it on your calendar and give you reminders. So I'm showing how to use free systems and just now it takes a little bit more elbow grease, takes a little bit more work, because things I've always said, you cannot save both. You cannot save time and money. If you want to save time, you're going to have to put some more money behind it. Maybe having somebody done for you type things, paying for more subscriptions that have more automation. If you want to save time, it's going to cost you more money. If you're someone you're okay, my coin's a little, got to kind of save on that. Got to tighten the belt or whatever. And you need to save money, you're going to end up having to dedicate more time to this, because there's a lot of free resources out there that you can use to help your business, but it's a lot of manual things. There's no automation to it, and it requires work for you on the back end. But if you are just starting and setting your systems up properly from the beginning, it's going to just make your life so much easier implementing these things now than when you're in the thick of it. All right. So I don't see any questions. Like I said, the link is in the description of this video for the Creative Business Accelerator program. It's something that the longer you wait, there's more stuff that you kind of have to play catch up on, and kind of watch the playbacks and things of that nature. But you come in, you can try it for a month and then, see if it's for you, but don't let $93, because I want you to really think about what is it that you can cut out for a month. Could you eat in a little bit more, give up on coffee, maybe not go to the movies this month, although Lilo and Stitch comes out. Got to go see that. That's going to be one of my birthday presents to myself. It's a couple movies that come out around my birthday, but I'm like, look, I am not missing it. I'm not giving up my tickets to go see Lilo and Stitch. Okay. Got to put that in the budget. But there might be some things that you can kind of work around. And like I said, if you do just the 1 month, you can break that up into 4 payments, because the site has Klarna and Afterpay, as well as Affirm. So if you do a 3-month plan or even the year plan, Affirm is available for you to be able to break those up into smaller payments as well. So you may want to consider that also, but don't let that $93. If you've purchased a printer, you've purchased a heat press, you've gotten inks and DTF prints and this, that, and the third, $93 should be a drop in the bucket. If you're looking to make money, I'm not going to have you pay that if I don't feel like I can help you make that. As long as you're putting in the work and you're putting action to it, you're going to make that and more, because you're going to have the strategies to relieve some stress and be able to free yourself up to make more money. Being more confident with raising those prices where needed and when warranted, when you know that you're at a place where you deserve that. When it comes to one thing is a non-negotiable for me in the creative space, you got to charge a design fee. No ifs, ands, or buts. It's some people that's trying to be resistant to it. but you have to charge a design fee in this industry, and you are custom creating stuff. It should not be built into the cost of doing the thing, because that takes time to go and design it. Then you still have to go through the process of making it, and like the supplies and things like that. So like for me, that is a non-negotiable, to where within like a month, it's like you have to change your mindset to, I'm charging design fees. Like that's just a non-negotiable when you're in my program. But try it out. You can go, like I said, go in there, try it out at least for a month, look and see if it's a fit for you. We do meet this Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We've had some sessions that are an hour, and then some, it's like time flies by and we're there for 2 hours. We've had some that's been a little bit longer, but I promise you, it's always like, it's not just kind of like just sitting there. It's always like great information, notes on top of notes. And you can go back and watch the playbacks as many times as you need, for that entire month. Okay. So that's that. Until next time, guys, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity and be incredible. Peace.